Hey guys, it's Blair from Beautiful Hair by Blair on IG. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the New York State practical exam. So I have my exam coming up, so I'm going to do this video because it's fresh in my head and we can talk about what to bring, what to do, what not to do. And my teacher gave me this list of everything that you need to pack and all the rules that they have. So I'm just going to read off the rules really quick. So we kind of get a basis of what's going on at the practical exam. So this is what they recommend. It's recommended that you pack your supplies in sealable plastic bags, grouped and labeled for each respective procedure. And you're going to be having a few stations here, about 10 stations. So you want to pack everything separately grouped so that you're not digging through your bag. You have everything prepared for each and every step. And let's say step 1 is at the top of the bag, step 10 will be at the bottom of the bag. Okay, for your comfort, they suggest a rolling travel size bag. I have a duffel bag, which is easier. I just put it on my shoulder, but it's up to you, whatever you have. You need like a medium size travel bag. So all instruments should be disinfected, cleaned prior to packing. Supplies intended for single use should be labeled new and unused. Products that are not required to be in original containers must be labeled in English and also may be labeled in another language of your choice. All sharp implements must be transported in a rigid container labeled clean. Used implements must be removed in a rigid container labeled dirty. If you arrive at the examination site after the start time, you will be admitted into the exam and you will not be a minute into the exam and will forfeit the examination fee. They take that very seriously. When I took the written, they started literally 5 minutes before it was supposed to start. I believe it was 1 o'clock and they started at 12:55. And I was just coming out the bathroom and everybody was already starting the exam. So they take that very seriously. Also, they take very seriously, you have to bring your New York State ID and a PIN. Do not ask them for their PIN. Take your own pin out. Don't have the pin in the duffel bag either. Try to have it in your purse because you're going to want to sign when you first get there, first signed in, okay? So these are COVID-19 precautions. So I'm taking my written and my practical in 2021. So COVID is still going on. So we're still taking COVID precautions, which is you must wear a mask to the written as well. And you must wear a mask to the practical and goggles or face shield the entire time of the test. Let me just read you some of the practicals. Do not appear for the exam if you meet any of the following. You can't have a temperature greater than 100 degrees Fahrenheit and have known close contact with a person that's had COVID-19 in the past 14 days. You can't come in with a cough, shortness of breath, trouble breathing, fever, chills, muscle pain, headache, sore throat, or new loss of taste or smell. That's a given anywhere you go. And of course, you can't test positive for COVID-19 in the past 14 days. So that's 2 weeks. You can't reschedule your exam if you're ill. Don't bring anyone to the exam with you. Wear a face covering or a mask to your exam. Face coverings are mandatory at all exam sites. In addition to wearing a face mask, you must wear eye goggles or face shield while performing the examination procedures. Maintain 6 feet from others at all times. Be prepared to sanitize your hands before and after exam. Hand sanitizer is provided at the exam site. And you have to bring a sanitized pin to your exam. Try to follow all these rules. Don't give any attitude, remarks, or I'm vaccinated, yada, 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 because they will kick you out with quickness at this exam site. And you don't want to waste this, even though it's only 15 minutes, $15 that you paid for the exam. You don't want to waste your $15. You don't want to waste your time. You don't want to have to reschedule, come back. And it's probably going to be the same exact rules. So just follow the rules that they set. You know, yes, ma'am, yes, no, just whatever they say, okay? All right, so this is about professional appearance and preparation of work area and client preparation. So you want to clean outer garments, smock, gown. They really don't like aprons, and they don't recommend aprons. I don't know what their deal is with it, but don't wear an apron. Wear the smock or the gown that usually you get in your kit or you've been wearing in your class. See, clean face covering or mask. It must completely cover the nose and the mouth. So you won't be able to test if it's only covering here. If it slips down, they'll keep reminding you to bring it up. So just be conscious of that. Have it up. Have it properly on. face shield, safety goggles, disposable gloves. Try to avoid wearing anything that has the name of your school on it. They don't want like the smock that says your school, t-shirt that says your school, anything affiliated with any school. I don't know why. For safety reasons, you have to wear closed-toe shoes that cover the top of the foot and are made of material that's not easily pierced, like canvas or leather. I'm just going to wear the same uniform that I wore to cosmetology school. Black pants, black leather shoes, my smock. Make it totally easy and foolproof. Okay, so preparation of work area. EPA approved surface sanitizing solution in original labeled packaging must be liquid, spray, or wipes. So bring some sanitizing wipes that are EPA approved, which most of them in any store is EPA approved. Disposable towels, cloth towels to wipe surface dry. Glass cleaner for cleaning the mirror at the station, that's optional. Plastic bags for disposable trash. Tape to secure trash bag to work area. All right. Okay, so client preparation. Normally, back then they used to have you bring a model and you would do their hair, but now we have mannequins. So I'm going to show you my mannequin. The mannequin has to be, it could be the color of your choice, any color. They're not really picky about that, but it must be uncut, unprocessed, basically straight out of the bag. And I've been practicing with this, so that's why this is curly. But it's got to be straight out of the box. No manipulation, no extensions, no added color, no perm, no processing, nothing like that. So straight out of the box. You want to bring neck strips or towels for your client, comb out or shampoo cape, and a countertop clamp to secure the mannequin. Most places are not going to have tripods for you. They're probably just going to have a countertop, and you're going to have to screw the clamp to the countertop. Let me see if I have that in here. So here, you should have gotten this in your kit. This is going to easily go into any size counter, and you just twist it up, and you should be able to adjust this, and you'll be using that on the state board. Okay, enough about the client. General supplies. You're going to need a spray bottle, pre-filled and clearly labeled. Now, my kit came with a really, really tiny spray bottle. All my spray bottles are small, so I'm going to bring a water bottle so that I can refill it, because there may not be a sink there. They may not give you a chance to go to a sink, so just bring an extra water bottle, labeled water, and put it in your spray bottle if you need to refill. Hand sanitizer, alcohol wipes, plastic hard container. We'll go over the containers. First aid kit, spatulas for removing product, covered container clean for your scissors, and covered container dirty. Okay, so we're going to go over the first station, which is hair cutting techniques. I'm going to show you how I set up my bag for that. So, for hair cutting techniques is a 90-degree layered cut, and they give you 50 minutes, 50. So what I did was I got gallon bag, Ziploc bags, and I labeled them. Number 1, hair cutting techniques. So you're going to need a spray bottle. So I've got my spray bottle here. You're going to need this for a few stations, so I didn't put it in the bag. You're going to need a hard case like this with your cutting shears in it, just for safety reasons. And I have my comb in there. I have everything I need for the station, for the cutting. Next is, let's see, cutting shears. Yeah, I have my cutting shears. I have my thinning shears, cutting comb. Then I have extra sectioning clips. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because if you drop one of these, they're not going to have you go sanitize. You can't say sanitize. It has to go in the dirty bag. So try to get, if you're clean to dropping things and are clumsy, I would throw extra sectioning clips in there just in case. Of course, extra combs. You're going to need a razor. So I have my razor here. I have, what else? Mini broom and dustpan. So they're going to want you to clean up after yourself. So I got this, I think I got this, oh, Ocean State Job Lot. I got this at Ocean State Job Lot for $2.99 to clean up afterwards. So of course you're going to need your towels. You're going to wrap this around each mannequin for each station. And then your cutting cape. right here. So towel, cutting cape, and then I have lots of combs in here because I tend to drop combs a lot. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I also have an extra cutting comb. So these combs can be used to part the hair into 4 sections. This one, I'm going to use it to brush it after I spray. And then I have 2 cutting combs here that you can use while you cut. And you can only use the cutting comb. Once you part with this, you've got to put this down, put it in a dirty bag, and it's no longer clean. Okay? So I'm going to put everything back, organized back into my bag. And this will help you keep organized and focused while you're on your test. You don't want to be all over the place and unorganized. So I have everything in my bag here. And we're going to go into the second station. Put this back. Alright, the second station is blow dry techniques. This is going to be 15 minutes. So like I did on that one, number 2. You need your spray bottle pre-filled. I got my blow dryer here. It could be any blow dryer, it doesn't matter. It just can't be the ones without the handle because you have to actually blow dry like this. Do not go to the test and blow dry like this, okay? They want you to blow dry like this. So make sure it's got a handle. It could be any kind. Let's see, yes. And you need the concentrated nozzle. Don't use the comb. Don't use the diffuser. They need this concentrated nozzle. And don't go without it. Okay? We're going to go with concentrated nozzle. Let's see. Cutting comb or all-purpose comb. So like I said, I like to drop combs. So I got a few combs in here. I have my round brush. I like the bigger round brush because you only have 15 minutes to do this. And you're going to take like 1-inch section and try to dry it. And it has to be totally dry because the next step is going to be curling iron. So I put my towels, some clips, but we got everything that we need. Everything that we need in this bag. All right. Put this back. Put my dryer back. And my dryer doesn't fit in my Ziploc bag, so I just make sure that it's next to number 2. All right. Number 3 is going to be thermal curling and curling iron techniques. That is 15 minutes. You're going to need your Marcel iron. This usually comes in your Cosmetology kit. It has to be a 3/4 inch barrel, electric only, no stove or spring grips allowed. You need your hard rubber, titanium, or any heat resistant comb to do the partings with. Sectioning clips. You need these long sectioning clips because the curl is going to be about this length. Towels to wrap around your client's neck. Everything is sanitary, so you're going to be using a new towel for each station because it's kind of like a new client. Lots of sectioning clips. You only need 3, but I drop these also. I drop everything. I want to be confident and poised and knowing what you do. All right. Next up is demonstration of techniques. Number 4, roller placements. Okay, so we're going to need our spray bottle. Like I said, look how small this is. You want to bring extra water. The next thing is your tail comb. And you only need 3 rollers. Highly recommend that you bring more than 3 rollers. So I have 6 in this pack because the hair is going to be really wet and might be a little bit slippery. I also have tons of pin curl in here. I just threw a handful in there, and of course your towels. So everything fits in the bag, just like that. So that's for your roller placement. This is for the top of the head, and this you have to do within 10 minutes. So that's on base, half off base, and off base. After this, we're going to be doing chemical restructure perm waving. This is going to be the left side of the head. So the curlers are going to be in the middle, number 4, and this is going to be right to the left side of the head. Okay, and that's 10 minutes. So there's a lot of stuff in this bag, as you can see. So I'm going to go over. So I have my tail combs. I have my protective cream, and you see that it's labeled protective cream. And this is just pink gel. I have my perm rod rollers here, and you only need 6, but of course I've got extra in here. I just put a whole bunch in there. So I've got all of these. You need your cotton. The cotton has to be about arm's length, just to have some wiggle room there. You need gloves for this when you apply the perm. Let's see, we have towels. We have the True Wave end papers, which you'll need. Of course, you're not going to use the whole pack, but it's more organized if it's in the box, and you just kind of wet your finger and it'll come right out. So I left everything in there like that. You're going to need a towel. Cape. So this is like a perming cape, so this is kind of like waterproof. And we have some spatulas and perm wave lotion. So I didn't put the perm wave lotion in here. It's not real perm wave lotion, of course. It's going to be water. So the water bottle I'm bringing, I'm just going to fill this up, because other than that, the water will just leak all over the place. So we can use our water bottle for that too. So I'm just going to neatly put all these things back in. Number 6 is going to be diagonal pin curl seed wavings, right side of head. 10 minutes it's timed. So this is my least favorite. I'm sure it's everybody's least favorite, because this is finger wave. Finger wave lotion, which I put, this is actually pretty cool. My teacher told me about this. We pre-filled everything in class, and she said put a foil on top and twist the bottle, and this way it doesn't leak out. So that was actually really genius. Pin curl clips. You only need about 8 of these. I put a handful in there. And then combs. So this bag is pretty simple. Just finger wave lotion, combs, and pin curl clips. And of course, your water bottle. Last demonstration of technique is the finger waving. So the finger waving is going to be the absolute last section. It's going to be in the back of the head. So all we need is the finger wave lotion from number 6 demonstration of techniques, and just different combs that you want to use to, maybe you want to use this to comb down, maybe you want to use this to do the C shape, whatever you feel like is comfortable for you. A spray bottle, you want to wet it. Water is your friend. You want to spray down that here. And of course towels, and that is 10 minutes as well. So after you use all of these, you're going to want to put it in your dirty bag or your dirty bin, because you can no longer use it. Okay, moving on to chemical services. Chemical services is number 8. The first one we're going to do is foiling simulation, right front section, 15 minutes. And this is what the bag looks like. So we're going to use pre-cut foiled sheets, and I left these kind of cardboards here to keep it flat and not from crinkling up. You need a jar of cholesterol, and you're going to label it lightener. And also a tint bowl, but this will act like a tint bowl as well. You're going to need this tint brush to apply the cholesterol, that's the lightener, onto the hair. Brush and a comb, and one of these, this is a foiling comb. Lots and bunch of section clips that you're going to need. However many that you think that you'll need, you can throw in there. And you're going to need some gloves. And of course, paper. Okay? So gloves have to be worn during the entire application of this. Okay? So that's everything that's in number 8, foiling simulation. So foiling simulation, you have to do 2 weaves, 2 slices, and 1 weave, 1 slice. So that's a total of 6. And your leftover hair should be about 1/4 inch left over after you did 6 of those. Okay guys, moving on to number 9, hair coloring simulation retouch, right back section. They're giving you 10 minutes for this. So you're going to need a jar or container of cholesterol labeled tint/color. And you can also use this container as a tint bowl. You don't have to bring a tint bowl. Towels for your client. A tint brush, some gloves, and some sectioning clips, which I actually have to add some sectioning clips in here. But that's everything that's going to be in your chemical services retouch. So retouch is only doing the roots. Chemical relaxer, number 10. Chemical restructuring relaxer without rod simulation, left front virgin and left back retouch. So this is kind of a 2-for-1, and this is going to give you 25 minutes. So you need your straightener relaxer, which is a container. It's got to be labeled. It's a container of cholesterol. You don't have to bring a tint bowl because you can use this container as your tint bowl. Makes life very easy. This is going to be protective base, so it has to be labeled protective base. And you can use this as your container. Towels, combs, spatulas for application of the protective base, and gloves. So that's all you need for that section, and that's going to be 25 minutes for the left front, which is virgin, and the left back. Okay. So once you've done, everything has to be in your dirty bag. So I have 2 duffel bags here. The clean bags that's in this is labeled clean. This one is labeled dirty. And I just throw everything in here once I'm done. And they want you to clean up in a certain way, so I'm just going to read that off. They want an extra plastic bag, which is like this, to transport the mannequin. Mini broom and dustpan to clean up your area. EPA approved sanitizing solution in original label packaging. It could be liquid, spray, or white. So I have that right here. I have my wipes. They haven't been opened. They're in their packaging. I have a plastic bag just in case I need it. Let's see. I have my first aid kit. I have my sanitizing bottles, and they want you to sanitize. It has to be 60% or more alcohol. I don't think they're going to check that. And it's in the original bottle. It's not like it's in another bottle. To be used prior to leaving the exam. So that's kind of like an exit thing, where you exit, you take the sanitizer and you leave like that. Just a few other things I haven't mentioned that I put in my bag. I put some tape in my bag. May or may not need that. Extra gloves and some gum. Extra mask. They said you can use a face shield or goggles. So I have both, just in case. You never know who's going to be your proctor. So if they're more comfortable with this or this, I'm more comfortable with this because I feel like you can sweat a lot with this, and this may fog. I don't know, I got it from the dollar store, but this is really cool. So much better, like a ski mask, but you don't want it that tinted, not a real ski mask. And this is the robe that I'm going to be wearing. I got this in my kit, and this was basically my uniform that I wore. It just says my name, but it can't have anything of your school writing on it, okay? So I put that in here, and everything is organized where I put station 10 at the bottom and all the heavy products at the bottom or off to the side, and then I just stack my Ziploc bags in this. This is going to be my clean bag. So this is what I'm going to take to the test, and it's labeled clean. I probably have to take this more up just in case it falls off. Also, this is going to be my blood contamination. So this is going to be for scissors. It has to be in a hard container after use, out of the clean container, so that you know. And I guess they want a sterile gauze pad. My teacher told me to put that in there, and Ziploc. So that's everything that you need, how to organize your bag and prepare yourself just to go to the New York State practical exam. That's your entire supply list. I also gave you some tips and tricks, what you can bring. So if you guys have any questions, I think I covered everything. If you have any questions, just put them in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. I should be posting more cosmetology-like videos and more how-to videos on hair. Okay, so I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.